Relationship between water temperature and the speed that the solute will dissolve. Good day. I am Denise Alexandra Arcasteria from grade 7 Descartes. Today, I will be conducting an experiment to determine the effect of temperature on the solubility of the solute. Frankly, this isn't a very new subject. In fact, I have found numerous notable research papers discussing this very topic. Before we start on the experiment, I would like a short discussion about two research papers I found particularly interesting. The first research paper is by M.B. Perez and J.N. Krochta. They use edible films to determine the effect of denaturation time and temperature to its solubility. The results of the experiment display that as the temperature rises, the solubility decreases. A contradicting experiment titled Temperature and Solvent Effects on Solubility on Some Pharmaceutical Compounds showed that the solubility of the compounds followed the trend of the rising increase in temperature. For now, we will focus on the following factors' effects on solubility. First off is the temperature of the solvent, which will be room temperature water, cold water, and hot water, and the size and texture of the solute. I will be using chocolate drink powder, which is smooth and finer, and sugar, which is larger and has more rough edges. What I hypothesize will happen is that if the temperature of the water used to dissolve the solute increases, then the speed of which the solute will dissolve in the water will reduce because of the higher temperature's increase in kinetic energy, allowing the solvent to more effectively break apart and distribute throughout the solute. To test the hypothesis, I conducted an experiment. The materials I use in conducting this are 310 milliliters of water with varying temperatures, 20 grams of chocolate powder drink, 20 grams of brown sugar, cups, metal stirrer, timer, cotton cloth, and an additional container. The procedure in which I will conduct this experiment will go as follows. First, I prepared 2 room temperature, 2 cold, and 2 hot cups of water. I labeled 1 cup of each temperature as setup 1A, 1B, and 1C respectively. I labeled the other 3 cups as setup 2A, 2B, and 2C. I added 20 grams of chocolate powder drink in setup 1A and 20 grams of sugar in setup 2A. I stirred them for 1 minute and strained the solution through the cotton cloth into an additional container. I determined how much the solute was reduced by in each cup. I repeated for the rest of the cups following the trend of labels. After I finished the experiment, I organized the data I gathered into charts, namely a bar graph and a line graph. To find out the exact solubility, we have to divide the mass of the solute by the mass of the solvent, then multiply by 100 grams. The results will be written as grams over 100 grams. The following are the results of my calculations. The cold solvent has a solubility of 5.32 grams over 100 grams. The room temperature solvent has a solubility of 5.8 grams over 100 grams. The hot solvent has a solubility of 6.120 grams over 100 grams. The sugar has an average solubility of 5.53 grams over 100 grams. And finally, the chocolate drink has a solubility of 5.96 grams over 100 grams. You could observe from the results that the solubility increases with the rise in temperature. The sugar, which is larger and has more rough edges, isn't soluble but still increases in solubility along with the other solute. My hypothesis has been strengthened and proven. There are still many factors before we could generalize this experiment. This investigatory project is best if cross-referenced with other research papers covering factors this may have missed. Thank you for listening to this presentation.